What's up, ladies and gentlemen of YouTube? Boogie2988 coming at you live once again through the power of the internet, and I have something cool to unbox for you guys today. And it's these. I'm sure you've been hearing all about these. These are the Amiibos. There's all 12 of the current ones here. Amiibos. Amiibos from Nintendo. And they're usable in Smash Brothers and apparently Mario Kart 8 and things along that lines as well. Other games that they have planned for them, and they're a really interesting toy. And I thought I wasn't going to buy them at all until I got to Walmart tonight and I saw them, and I just impulse bought all 12, which makes me a very stupid person. But I do get a slight discount over at Walmart because we have someone in the family who works there, so we get that 10% discount or whatever. I decided to get them to unbox them for you guys to show them off because I think they're actually really cool sculpts, and we'll unbox them and talk about them. I actually already pre-cracked this one so that I could play with it on Smash Brothers tonight to figure out exactly how the entire system works, and we'll talk about that as we unbox the product. So the first thing I try to do is actually use it on the gamepad without removing it from the box, because I know a lot of collectors are going to want to keep theirs in the box. Unfortunately, you simply cannot do that. And I'll show you why. There's cardboard in the way to begin with, but then there is also this little foil sticker that's directly underneath it. I don't know why they chose to do this, but this little foil sticker here keeps you from being able to use it while still inside the box. So I ended up having to take Link out of his box already to be able to play with it. Though, actually, if you're really careful opening the box, it's pretty easy to be able to just get it right back in there. And it would still look good on your shelf. A little piece of clear tape. I accidentally lost the little piece of cardboard that goes on the bottom, though, as you can see, like here. But other than that, I think this would look just fine. So here's the sculpt on Link, and I think it's pretty detailed. Not a lot of detail on the face, but, I mean, there's not a lot going on with Link's face. The little stand that he's on is okay. The sword looks great. His little glove there and the little armor on his arm looks awesome. The shield, of course, looks awesome, and I think that's probably the most important piece. So, I mean, overall, it's a very, very, very well done sculpt. I heard a lot of people complaining about this first wave of Amiibo, but I think they're pretty good. So, the big question that I've been getting with is how do they interact with it in the game? And the way I thought they were going to interact with the game is that you would be able to create a custom version of that character and then save that data and then use that to log in as that character and play it. That's not actually what you do at all. It's very different from that. There is the Princess Peach sculpt. Very detailed. Her face is very good. I like her little crown too. And then upskirt. Woo! And there's the little stupid foil sticker that blocks you from being able to use it in the box. Why, Nintendo? Why? So the way they actually work in the game is that they are completely automated. Like, you do not actually control it at all. You'll plop the little thing down on your game controller pad, and then he's going to join the battle. You can do like team battle and play alongside of him, or he can be one of the foes in the match. And as far as I can tell, they only work in Smash mode, and it's a completely unnecessary toy. Like, it's not going to give you any competitive edge to Smash. You can have them like fight each other, or you can have them fight your friends, like your friends' Amiibos, or you can have them actually fight your friend, or you can fight them yourself. But I mean, it's just a toy. It's just a toy. DK, Donkey Kong, my sculpt is pretty good, and I look like a monkey. Look at the fur. Very detailed fur. That's a nice sculpt. Sometimes he's a good guy, and sometimes he's a bad guy. This guy started his video game career by kidnapping Pauline. Remember. Not one of my favorite characters to play, but definitely a crazy good sculpt. The paint on it is very good. Just overall, the shiny armor, she just looks really good. I don't know if my camera is doing her justice, but I love this figure. Then we got Marth from Fire Emblem. This one's hard to actually get a hold of. I see this one's been selling out a lot of places. Great detail on the back there. I don't know if that's a speck of dust or... Okay, it was just a piece of dust. It looks very good there. I like that. His sword is a little bent. So I don't know how I feel about that, and I don't know if I'm going to be able to straighten it. I'm pretty sure from the game it's not supposed to be bent. But otherwise, pretty good figure. I'm sure I'll be able to get it straightened out. I hope. Damn it, Nintendo. Do a barrel roll. Okay. Fox looks really good. This is a really good sculpt. As you can see, though, they did this blue thing to kind of, I don't know, because I guess he's running. And they put these bridges on him to keep the characters, I think, more sturdy. because obviously the only touch place was his foot, then this would not be a very sturdy figure. And I think, again, these are designed for kids to actually play with and actually have in their hands, so I know they didn't want them to break, and I'm glad they did that, but it does look a little awkward. I'm going to do this for science and for you guys, but I'm going to see how much pressure you have to put on these to get them to bend. Ooh, I did not like that. You can hear a little noise when I twist it like that. I think it's pretty sturdy, but I don't know how sturdy, and I'm not willing to test it much more than that, but I don't know. I do know that Francis could smash this one super easy. Nobody's getting through Donkey Kong. I mean, even though he's got the little stool up his butt there, but I mean, he is solid like a rock. The forever creepy villager from Animal Crossing, and it was a decent sculpt. I mean, he's very cartoony and very simplistic, so this would be a hard sculpt to mess up. But I've always found this character super creepy. I really do. And it's weird that they do have those little pivot, I guess, again, because his footprint wasn't very big. So his leg is encased in ice for some reason. It's me, Mario. I'm a serial killer. If you guys don't know this, in the original Mario, the Super Mario Brothers, it says that the King Koopa's magic turns everybody into like blocks and stuff. And in the first game, he smashes like 1,000,000 blocks. Also, what I think is really weird about the sculpt is it looks like he's catching the fireball and not throwing it. Am I wrong? Or I mean, I don't know. It's weird to me. The Wii Fit Trainer, female version, you can't get the male version. Again, her leg is also encased in ice. And she seems really fragile to me. I don't know that I would get this one for a younger person. But my wife really likes this figure, so she likes the character as well. So
Yoshi!
Copyright. I don't watch a copyright. But yeah, decent sculpt there. Very cartoony character, so a lot of flat lines, not a lot of detail. He's hard to mess up, but he looks good. Very solid, kind of like DK.
Hi!
Alright, Kirby obviously is a super easy sculpt. He's just a circle, okay? But he is adorable, and I wish he was a little bigger, but he's already kind of, off the base already. He's just adorable, man. This is probably my most played character, tied with the next model.
Pika-Pee! Pikachu!
But yeah, I love this character. I just like to spam the lightning blast. I'm just gonna be honest with you. I like to spam the lightning blast, but again, very cute sculpt, pretty large, all things considered. I mean, that is way bigger than I ever perceived Pikachu to be. I think it's the size of a Raichu or whatever. But again, none of this is to scale. What are you, stupid, Boogie? But again, cool sculpt. I really like the zigzags on the tail. And again, he's not coated in ice at all, but he barely touches the base. So it seems weird the way they decided who had to be glued on and who didn't. But again, he looks good. So there you have it. After years of playing Smash Brothers and seeing the stupid little statues, you can finally have them for yourselves. But let's talk about the functionality inside the game a little bit. So a lot of people have perceived these as being like plastic DLC. And that's what I thought they were going into it. But I read up a little bit about it and actually played with them myself. And now I realize that they're more like, they're an extra functionality, but it's completely unnecessary. It's not like you, like Skylanders or Disney Infinity, where you put the character on the pedestal and then that's the character you're playing. It's not like this unlocks anything special in the game. You can already play all these characters for the price of entry for buying the game. But what it does allow you to do is have kind of like a Tamagotchi pet, or some sort of automated pet, whatever one you've ever experienced in your life. So you take Kirby, you start him, you actually feed him equipment that you pick up in the game. The better the equipment you feed him, the more stats he's going to get. You can level him all the way to max level of 50 in just a short period of time, and then you feed him the right equipment, and you're going to have a very powerful friend to play with for like team battles, or very powerful foes, or you could go over to your friend's house and you'd be like, I bet my Kirby can beat the hell out of your Kirby, and then, bet on it. I don't know. But there's not a lot of functionality in the game. So realistically, the only reason I think you would ever choose to purchase these is if you like to having the figures. And at $13, they're pretty decent figures. They look pretty good. They're a good size. They're well sculpted. They seem to be well made. And then, of course, you can level them up in the game and have them fight each other. I don't know that I necessarily recommend you pick up all of these. I don't know if I necessarily recommend you pick up any of them. I don't really think there's anything there other than just having a really cool statue and maybe messing around with it a little bit. But it's not going to give you a competitive edge. It's not going to change the way you play Smash Brothers in any way. It doesn't relate to custom characters at all whatsoever. It's completely unique, but it's kind of cool. And I'm curious to see how they'll figure into other games, such as the Yoshi's Yarn game and the new Mario Party and so on and so forth. So we'll just have to wait and see. All right, so let me know if I should get the rest of these Amiibos and unbox them for you as they come out, and we'll talk about them and show you the different sculpts so you decide whether or not you want them or whether or not, which one you want. And as always, guys, thanks so much for watching. I love you very much, and I'll speak with you soon. I just realized you don't get any paperwork with these at all. There is no, code for the Nintendo Club. There's no play coins. I wish there was play coins. Damn it. I could have gotten so many play coins.